Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Kansas State's offense will take the first swing of the game. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
Got a wide open receiver. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
To the ground with the back. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. What squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kansas State!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So the San Jose State Spartans offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
The Spartans will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quarterback will audible. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got his man on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
They can make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Catch in the middle, it's Rousseau. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
They were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Safe completion on the screen. Still running at the 40. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Quickly complete. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. They move the tight end all over. He'll set up to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. They'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats!
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it to the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Going for the big play. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Ripping through the deep. All the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
What an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play, the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Forced out of the pocket. At the 20, he's got space. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Spartans want to crank the tempo. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him, all those balls.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to run it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Touch pass on the run. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Running back searching for a hole. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Wildcats have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. Open space at the 25. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Zings it complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the O team better respond.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They'll try the right side. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. And the Spartans are in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Finds a man on the left. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from the edge.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set in the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plows through the defense. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Movement here from the tight end. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Caught over the middle. It's Morton. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes...
San Jose
Take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job of looking it in and securing the catch.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. A huge gain on that one before. And he has the first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, San Jose State. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Man, nice job getting the passing game on. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but build some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using the quick game. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On second down, wants to throw it. Trying to get behind the defense. And that pass intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to...
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, wants to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Spartans are marching down the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback in that first possession.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The aerial assault continues. Gets it out quickly. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, San Jose State. Got to start cutting. Somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Quarterback checking off. Going up top on first down. He lets one fly deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You can underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
Quick completion on the out route. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the right side. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The option look. Now the toss. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Quarterback keeper. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Barges ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now on second and goal. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, Kansas State! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line. They'll run play action. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. Little missed opportunity there for this offense.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's an open space downfield. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And that's another first down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. They get to the line quickly.
For the offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Offense in the hurry-up. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Here's the handoff. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Powers forward. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Ripping through the defense. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Touchdown, Spartan! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking. defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
That makes the score Kansas State 35, San Jose State 27.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it.
To the line.
And he just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
They're trying to get to it. Bought a little time, lets it go. The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Right back to it. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. And the Spartans in the hurry up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 45 on his way. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. After the run, now to throw. Complete to the left. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got it.
21.
Red zone at the 11.
It's enough. First down for the offense.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wants to throw. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one splits the uprights.
And And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Crosses to 40. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Wildcats are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gonna take a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. A shot. Yardage picked up there and they're down to the 24.
Trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Trying to make it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here for the offense. They want that clock to run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. On the option. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Puts him in the spin cycle. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. A designed run for the quarterback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Power football with the run. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in